This past spring, I had given a talk on kayak musky fishing at the Midwest Mountaineering Outdoor Adventure Expo in Minneapolis, and I had some really good questions, and one person was asking me how you release the fish from the kayak. So I want to, as a final video, stress 3 really important things to keep in mind. And these are things that I stressed in my talk. The first thing is always wear a PFD. There are no exceptions. It can be hot, it can be cold. Always wear a PFD. The second thing to keep in mind is you unhook the muskie in the basket of the net off to the side of the kayak. You never ever bring a hooked muskie into the kayak. You just don't do it. It is too dangerous. And what the fish will do, they'll lie there still, then suddenly and inexplicably they'll go berserk, and you can be hooked. You can be hooked in a millisecond, and you do not want to be hooked to a lure that is hooked to a fish, and that is extremely painful. And that leads up to my third thing to keep in mind. That is bolt cutters. And I had said earlier, you know, your release tools are laid out on the deck of your kayak all the time. And this includes the bolt cutters. And, you know, this is an inexpensive pair. I got it at the hardware store. You can certainly buy yourself a more expensive pair if you want, but bolt cutters are absolutely essential. And you're going to want to tie them off to the kayak so you always know where they are, so they cannot, you know, there's no way they can end up in the bottom of the lake because they're attached to the kayak. And if you find yourself hooked, you know, your final option at that point is to cut yourself free with your bolt cutters. So remember, always wear a PFD. Unhook the fish off to the side of the kayak. And lastly, always have a pair of bolt cutters. And I want to wish everybody good luck and tight lines.